Okay. Sorry, let me situate this. I can see everything. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I'm excited for you guys to be here. This is my favorite topic, and I know it's like that icky, ucky, scary thing for a lot of people, and it did not always come naturally to me. It still does not come naturally to me. Um, but I feel like I've learned a lot of different things over almost 5 years of doing this that can help you guys kind of speed up your success with recruiting and team building. So there's a lot of stuff I'm going to cover tonight. It won't take long. I just kind of wanted to have it written out in a PowerPoint so I don't forget anything. And then this is something you can go back on. Anything that has an underline on it on the coming pages is going to be a link you can actually click on and go to that resource. Okay, so first, the bright side is Zaya. I say this because like when I joined, I was literally like, I wanted the discount. I was not planning on even making an income with it. Robin said, let's do a launch party. And it just kind of went from there. So, but I quickly found like, yes, the income is awesome. But holy moly, guys, just the people I've met through Zaya, and you guys all know this. You've all had some sort of interaction with someone that you wouldn't have met because of Zaya, whether it's a customer, a rep on our team, something, something like that. But the community is really a huge thing. And it may sound like the thing everybody says and cheesy when you say, oh, the community is great, come join us. But a lot of people need that, guys. I mean, some people don't need the income and they need, like, one rep on my team does daycare. She really needed a place that had other gals in a community to be around and to talk to that weren't little humans. So if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Okay, I always think we're stronger together. This is why we have these type of calls. There's always someone to help you, but growing a team is so freaking rewarding in so many ways. It does not need to be scary. Okay, so just kind of let go of all those fears and what ifs, and just think about what could be if you choose to grow a team. Before I get into like what to say, who to talk to, I want to just talk about the basics of ranking. Some of you have probably seen this before. And I just want to go through it quickly, especially for reps that just enrolled this year. There's some extra bonuses and incentives for you to rank before your first 3 cycles. So commission cycles go, monthly. But if you enrolled, say you enrolled in February, that doesn't count as your first full month. March and April are your first full 2 months. So if you rank to senior rep in that time, you're going to get a $250 extra moonshot bonus. Okay. So very cool to kind of look at the team building quicker than you maybe would be used to or comfortable with and see what it means for you. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in on these. I'm not going to go over all these different gifts and stuff, but at every rank, they send you a bracelet, just a little metal circle bracelet, and it has a moon on it, and it says junior rep, senior rep, all of that. So you always get that. There's a bonus at every level. With junior rep, you don't get it if you don't hit it in your first 2 full cycles, but any other rank you hit, there is a bonus, and you get it whether it takes 2 months or 2 years to hit that rank. And you get it the first time you hit it, plus other gifts, massages, a bag, different things like that. So this stuff, I will tell you at the end where you can find it all. We have it in the back office. We also have it in our boards app. But the main thing I want to focus on, especially with the incentives this month, is ranking to junior rep, senior rep, and director. If you have not even thought about ranking or you don't even really know what it means, that's what we're going to kind of chat about now. And I'm going to kind of break down the different numbers. Why? Let's be real. A lot of us are here for extra income, right? Building a team can get you additional income without you doing every single party, you selling to every single person. Yes, it seems like, okay, but I get 20 to 28% commissions if I sell to that person myself. Why would I want that person to enroll on my team and not buy from me? That person knows so many other people you don't know. So enrolling that person and helping them to build a team and helping them to learn how to sell is also going to be residual income for you. Okay. But Zaya has it done so well. It's smart the way they have it being done, because you cannot rank in Zaya without rising and helping others rise with you, helping another rep on your team have a party, get that first volume, get that first sale. So that's the beauty of it. They want us working together, one more rep, right? So let me just run through these first three ranks right here. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you have questions, feel free to drop in the chat and I can go into more detail. So when you enroll as a rep, you are a representative. You're a Zaya rep. Any month that you sell 200 in sales, 200 PV dollars, you are going to get paid a paycheck. You're going to get commissions. That is all you have to do. $200, you're getting paid. Now, when you start enrolling reps, that's when you start to look at these ranks here. You still, in that month, to get junior rep status, would be having to sell $200. But your lifetime volume as a rep, so since day one of you starting, including your starter kit, your gift card, any sales in your launch party, any sales in your VIP, anything you sell from that day forward, you have to be a total of $1,500 to be a junior rep. So when you go into your back office, it's that first number you see at the top, or if you're on a computer, it's over on the right side. That number has to be $1,500. And then your first level has to be $600. So your first level is anybody you personally talk to, you personally sign up, they enroll with you as their sponsor. And the thing about this $600 volume, that's having them have a launch party, right? It could be one rep having a launch party. It could be two reps having a launch party. It doesn't matter where the volume comes from. If you have more than one level one, just as a total, needs to be $600. Now, when we get over to group volume here, this is your entire team. So group volume means you, your first level. If your first level enrolls someone, that's your second level. Anybody you and down that sells, that is your group volume. Okay. So for junior rep, that's pretty easy, right? Your group volume, literally, as soon as your first level gets their $600 and you've sold your 200, you've got your group volume. Now it gets a little bit more with senior rep. Instead of $200 a month, you have to sell 300. Your lifetime volume that you sold in your whole lifetime as a rep has to be 3,000. And then your first level has to be 1,200. So see, this is where it kind of gets to be important, where if you're enrolling, you want to enroll wide and enroll as many people as you can, help them. And if they start enrolling down, that's where it kind of grows. So $1,200 on your first level, and then combined all of you together, you and your whole downline, a total of 2,000. You already have 1,200 right here from your first level. You already have 300 from you, so you're at $1,500 group volume. Another 500 from someone, and you hit senior rep. Senior rep is where you get that $250 bonus if it's in your first two, technically three commission cycles. And junior rep, senior rep, and director are what you're getting a triple bonus for this month if you rank this month because of the promos, which I'll show you later on. And then the big jump, director. Senior rep is a huge status with Zaya. Senior rep means you are sticking around, you are growing a business, like they make a huge deal out of it, and it is a big deal. And then director is like that next step up. You have a team, you are growing a pretty good size team, you guys are selling. To hit director, you have to sell 500 that month. Your team, your lifetime volume, so you personally have sold $10,000 in your lifetime with Zaya. Your first level has sold 2,000 that month. And then as a team that month, you hit 10,000 in sales. I love the back office where there's a performance tab now, and it shows you your status towards director. It has little graphs that will show you. I don't think I'm logged in. Yeah, I can show you here. So it'll show you your personal volume. So I'm not quite to 500. My lifetime volume's there. I'm over 10,000. My first level has sold over 2,000. So I have that. My group volume's over 10,000. So I have that. And it also shows you people's stats at the bottom, like where they are at hitting ranks of director and things like that too. So you can kind of track your downline. One question I get a lot is, say I hit that this month, say I hit senior rep this month, and then next month we're off a little, we don't hit it, so I don't get paid as a senior rep. Like, do they take my status away? Nope. Once you are a senior rep, you are always a senior rep. But if you only hit the numbers for junior rep, you'll just get paid at the junior rep level that month. The commissions are a little different. I don't think I have that here. I can bring it up real quick though. So I always go to my website because it's just so easy to go to the join tab and look at these numbers. This chart I'm showing you is on our website, but then also these percentages. So you see what you make as a rep for your general commissions and your override when you get to 1,000. And then at junior rep, senior rep, and director, you see that you're starting to make a percentage off of your downline. And then a senior rep, you also make it off your second and your third level. So that means you're helping your first level start to enroll people, because those are your second levels. And it keeps going up. And those percentages look small, guys, but they really do add up when you're looking at growing your team wide and deep. And everyone is selling, selling. And then those add up, and that adds to your commission check. Okay, let me unzoom this. So we do have some trackers in our boards app, and I'll show you the links to that at the end, but you can actually print out a junior rep tracker and be like, this is what I need this month. This is how much parties I want to do, to kind of track your progress for junior rep, senior rep, director. All right, what is next? Okay, so how to get there, how to rank, what do I need to do? Well, I see so many people start off real fast, and then they get told no, and a party flops, and they're like, okay, people are looking at me weird, people are answering, replying to my messages, I don't know if this is for me. And so they kind of like don't do anything for a little bit, and then they come back, they're ready. Things are slow in their lives, they're like big, well, slow, who has a slow life, come on. But things are like, they got a little blip of time, they're like, okay, I'm going to focus on Zaya. Maybe they do it for 2 days or 2 weeks, and then they stop again. Guys, I don't care. If you gave me the most talented and charismatic person in the world, or I could pick the most consistent person in the world, I'm picking the most consistent person in the world every single time, because that is where it happens. It is so much more important than anything else I can teach you. This is a 90-day business. Whatever you're doing now, you're going to see success in 60 to 90 days. So whatever you did 60 days ago is showing probably right now in your business. We have a lights on challenge going on in the Zaya Tribe chat. If you want to click on this PDF and look at it, it's literally doing our simple things every day, doing a story, posting your outfit of the day, reaching out to somebody for a party. Super simple, the whole month of April, to build that consistency. I thought this was a funny quote. Success in direct sales is like working out. You can't show up once and leave with abs. That shit takes work. Okay. It's a blessing because you can do it when you want, but it's also a curse because you can do it when you want. And it's so easy to get distracted on scrolling and comparing and looking at other people's pictures and their stories and what they're doing. I am so guilty of that. I will get lost in reels all day long. But if you're making time for your business, you need to know what you're doing, have it scheduled out ahead of time. You should be focusing on things that are party, shop, and join. If it doesn't fall in those buckets, you shouldn't be doing it. If you're new or you haven't been consistent, start with your warm market. Say, hey, I really want to make a go of this. Have a party for me. Everything's going to start with that party. More people in your VIP, more hostesses, more people to talk about the opportunity with. Most of the people I have added to my team came from a party. Very few I knew in real life when I first got going, except for my sisters. That's about it. To be successful at anything, you don't have to be special. You simply have to do what most people are not. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. Like, put that on your mirror, guys, because that is the biggest thing you should take away from tonight. Consistency. Even when you are not motivated, be disciplined and consistent. And this last one, if you've never read it, get the book Listen Sister. It is a tiny, short little read. It is the best book. I think Jamie still has mine. And it's just so good. It has so many good, they were really high up in makeup company. I can't think of which one now. I'm blanking. But they joined like 6 or 7.
It wasn't Roden and Fields, was it?
It was. I was hoping you knew. Yep, Roden and Fields. And they didn't even join in the early days. They just were massively successful with how they ran their business. But this quote comes from them. And this was that summit. And this is the same as our business. Our business model works, so that isn't the issue. Our products are incredible, so that isn't the issue. Our brand, company, pay structure, and marketing strategies work. They are not the issue either. The issue is simply this: do you do your stuff or not? I know it's hard, but if you want to see that success, you have to put in that time, or nothing I tell you is going to help, right? Okay, enough of that. Belief, and I know some people will say, oh gosh, okay, mindset, belief, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. One, do you believe in yourself? Because you know what? It's scary going out there and being like, hey, I'm doing direct sales. I mean, how many people get a bad rap for doing direct sales and not thinking it's a real business? You have to believe in yourself and be confident to say, I don't care if those people are scrolling through, looking at my story, judging me. Hey, they're still looking at my story. They're still interested for some reason. So does your social media show that you sell Zaya? Whether you're showing them your favorite outfit on your stories, or maybe you're really good at doing that, but you never say this opportunity is open to other people. You have to tell people this opportunity is open to them too. And don't compare. Like, that is the worst thing you can do. Everyone's in a different place in their business. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Like, blinders on, heads down. That's how the most successful people have gotten where they are. And I love this one. Stop worrying what everyone thinks and post about your business until it blows the hell up. Like, it takes a while to not care, but just be scared to death and hit that freaking post button. Okay. It gets easier. Now, do you believe in Zaya? Are you telling people, I know it's a little expensive, but maybe just check it out? Or are you saying, you guys, we have the best clothing around? It is such a good quality. The price point is amazing for how long it lasts. That is, you have to come to the table with believing in what you're selling and what you have as an opportunity here, that they would be lucky to have it. Our corporate team is amazing. We have the best customer service. Zaya is always going to make it right. Are they perfect? No, they admit that, but they'll always make anything right. They're a debt-free company, and we have the best products in the world, guys. Zaya is barely hitting the surface now of everybody that, like, there's so many people out there that haven't heard of Zaya. We're in Canada and Australia. There's so much room for growth, okay? And you got to believe in him and her too. Most women here and him, you guys know what I mean. Most women have not been cheered on since they graduated from high school. Isn't that insane? Like, you're the number one cheer support system for your family, and not everyone has that support system. So they probably literally need to be told, hi, Eason. They probably literally need to be told that you believe in them, that you know they can do it, and believe in them until they believe in themselves. All right, so next thing. Did you ask your sponsor to join, or did they ask you? A few of you asked your sponsor, right? I asked my sponsor. Yep, Shalene asked her sponsor. But a lot of people don't ask. They don't come to you. If you don't ask, somebody else is going to ask them, and you're going to be like, oh, my friend joined with this person. My first question is always, well, did you ask her? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, most people will see you doing this business and go, oh, I that kind of looks intriguing, but I don't know. She'd ask me if she wanted me to do it. Maybe she doesn't want me on her team. Maybe she doesn't think I could do it. So you have to go out there, and it feels so uncomfortable. This graphic down here, where great things happen, where your comfort zone is, you got to get out of it. You got to get out of it and just do the things, and then worry about it later. Like what I just posted, oh my gosh, but it gets easier, but you have to get out of your comfort zone. And I love this one too. Fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. So who should you be asking? Everybody. You could have a doctor that wants to join your team. It's maybe not for the income. Maybe it's for a community of women that she can laugh with, because her job is hard. Her job is stressful. Her job deals with death every day. You don't know. There are so many people out there that want something like this, and their why might not match yours, but we should be asking everybody. And you know what? If you're coming from a genuine place, then they'll say no, and they'll know you were just genuine, and okay, cool, it's not for them. But you should definitely be asking your hostesses before you set up the party. Hey, Lex, I'm getting ready to set up your party. I was wondering if you wanted to grab the kit and make this a launch party. You'll still get all the rewards, but you're also going to get the commissions. She might say no. She might ask for more information. If you ever don't know what to say, screenshot that message and send it to our chat, send it to your sponsor. If she says no, you go on with the party. 2 or 3 days in, she's got some orders. You say, oh my gosh, you've already got 3 or 4 orders. Are you sure you don't want to be doing this? You could have made X, Y, and Z in commissions on these 3 orders. No, I don't think so. At the end, she has rewards. You tell her this is how much the kit will be. You can either grab that with your half offs or you get this much in Zaya. It's okay to ask more than once, guys, because people need time to process that and realize, wow, I already have some success. I was scared about that. Now people are buying from me. Maybe I should do this. Okay. And even if she says no when her party closes, that does not mean no forever. If she asks you questions, do not take her off your list. She's scared. The timing might not be right, and she may be open to it later. Again, your warm market. Make your dream team. Who do you want to ask? Who do you want on your team? Who are those people that when you started, you thought that person would be good? My best friend, I want her to do it with me. Go ask them. Say, you know what? I should have asked you from day one when I started. But have you ever thought about repping Zaya with me? It's okay to have someone that lives right next door down the street. That is not an issue. There's so many ways to get customers that have nothing to do with your hometown. And again, it's that process of host, shop, rep. If you're doing those activities, the people will funnel in that want this opportunity. Heart, comment, like, that's the other one. Are you posting? And when you do, is the same person commenting all the time, purchasing all the time, liking or hearting your comments and your messages? Those are the people you need to talk to as well. You just never know. And I prejudged before, and then someone comes to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to ask you a year ago, so just try not to do that. All right, so the ask. Practice first. Our boards app has a lot of information in the sharing the opportunity section, and you can literally go through a list of objections that people hear a lot and kind of talk through them. Send yourself an audio on Messenger. You can do that. And I love to send audio to people because they can hear your heart, they can hear you're genuine, they can hear you use their name and not a message that's being spammed to everybody, okay? So practice. But I love this quote too. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So start somewhere. Fumble. My messages in the beginning were so long. Hey, you think you're gonna be a rep? Blah, 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 like ridiculous. I would, if I saw that, I would be like, no, not looking at that. Keep it simple. Simple is best. I have a few things here. I think you would be a great rep because, and tell them what you love about them. Tell them about how much you see them posting on social media, doing their selfies, recommending things to people, and they're not getting paid for it. All of their friends, everyone that showed up to their party, whatever it is. Have you ever thought about being a Zaya rep with me? Okay. I really think you'd be good at it. Believe in them until they believe in themselves. And I like to talk to people like I'm talking to my best friend. I may not know them well, but if I'm keeping it simple and being genuine and just saying, you would be so good at this, don't be afraid. Like, a lot of people are afraid. So just walk through those fears with them and always make it about them. Never make it about you. Do you want to join my team? I would love for you. I'm looking for 3 people this month. Never make it about you. Make it how it's going to enhance their lives. All right, objections. Number 1, time. This is the one we hear all the time, right? When people say this to me, a good thing to even start with is like, well, how much time do you think it's going to take you a week to run Zaya? Because there's a very false narrative of people thinking every party we do, we're like this at home all day long, hosting. And none of us could do that. So first, they don't realize we have scheduling tools. They don't realize we have Zaya marketing. So they don't have to be taking all these pictures and having all the clothing. We have duplication methods. We have our boards app. We have team onboarding, team resources to help them. So many things. So, if you're genuine and from the heart, that they will hear that and you won't sound salesy. Exactly. But yeah, if you are, I think everyone thinks they don't have enough time, but first sympathize with that. Be like, I know I am at swim meets every weekend, 3 days a week running to practices. I totally hear you. I love that I can just sit in my car and instead of scrolling Facebook, I can be working my business while my son's in practice. Like, Understand, give them a solution. Okay. Money, get them to do a party. Help them to work backwards. Okay, you need money. How much extra a week, a month would be helpful to you? $200. Okay, so every month, if you sold this month, you could make $200. So let's have a party for you, so you can get that kit discounted, and then we'll start working towards getting you that extra income, especially with double commissions this month. I know it's so easy for someone to say, can't afford it, I'm too busy, and then just be like, okay, no problem, thanks. Those aren't no's. Those are just the reasons why they don't feel they can do it. People think because they failed before at direct sales, they won't be good at it. That's not true either, because they can watch you. You can help them. Say, I'm there to coach you. If I think you're doing something wrong, if you're okay with me telling you that, I will. Watch what I do on my page and learn from that. We, are in this together. And then too many reps in the area. I always go back to, we have so many reps in my town and in the surrounding areas, in my family. And it's not an issue because we all know different people. And once you get started with a couple parties from people that really love you, you branch out. And the worst thing is you tried it and failed, then you, instead of always wondering if you could have done it. Because so many people choose not to do it and always wonder what if. There's nothing wrong with trying. So those messages, audio, being genuine, go a long way. And make sure you're asking additional questions, trying to find solutions to their problems, offer examples of how you can, like if you have certain examples that things you're not sure what to say back, send it to our chat and let's talk about it. And then that third party validation is so huge, you guys. So essentially, if you're new or you're not quite sure what to say, you can say, you know what, my sponsor has a day job and she works 40 hours a week. You mind if I add her to this chat? Maybe she can answer some of your questions on what she does. That third party really, really works. It really works to chat with the third party and then be like, okay, it's not just Cindy telling me I should do this. This person is giving me some solutions too. And honestly, if you, like I said, if you're being genuine, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. If they want to do it, they're going to feel that you are genuine, wanting them to sign up, not because it gets you something, but because it could be good for them. And I already said this, but if they're not saying no and they're giving you a reason why not is not a no. I do not let that go. And I think that's the difference. A lot of people, no problem. Okay, thank you. Bye. No. Talk through it. Just like you would your kid, just like you would a sister. If they're telling you a reason for something, well, you're probably gonna be like, okay, but what about this, this, and this? And they might be like, oh, you're right. You're right. So, and a big thing I think is listen and not to respond. Like you're going to learn so much about them in their life. Look at their stories, look at what's important to them, and just kind of show them how Zaya can enhance all of that. Okay. Yeah, Lexi, you have a lot of reps in your area as well. And you guys all kill it. Okay, touch points. So this one's huge, you guys. How many people have asked once, twice, maybe even gotten brave and asked a third time? 9 to 12 touch points before somebody takes action. That could be, and same with when they buy leggings from you. So you might message someone at a party and they don't respond. You might have added them as a friend so they see a story. At one point, invite them to your VIP so they join and they see a post. And then they see you doing a live that talks about the rewards you got for your family. Same with asking for reps. You could ask them right out. They could have seen a post for it. They could have seen a story, a live, you talking about rewards, you following up, you showing them the new kit 9 to 12 times before they're going to take action. People are thinking things through. So don't get discouraged. The day you plant the seed is not the day you're going to eat the fruit. And I love this one. Let them say no, because no doesn't mean never. Okay. They're watching. I swear to you, they're watching. I know that's hard some days. You're like, my group is crickets. Nobody's responding to messages. They are unsure. People are naturally skeptical. So they're watching you. Keep doing it. If you are doing it for 25 days and then you're done for 3 months, just another ship in the night. They're used to that with direct sales. You got to do that consistency over a long period of time. And that starts to compound. And then they have to like, know, and trust you. So are you interacting on their just in general, interact, go scroll your Facebook and interact on some personal posts, go heart some stories, do that over a long period of time. And I don't even think you have to track it. I just think being genuine and showing up in the people's lives that you potentially maybe want on your team is a big deal, because when you do message them, they're like, they probably already see your post, maybe know about your family because you're posting about that stuff, see you in your VIP, your phone fall over, you spill a drink while you're doing a live, whatever. So they like and know you, and then they're gonna trust you. So that message doesn't seem so like out of nowhere when you maybe turn the conversation to Zaya and ask them if they want to join your team. And if you've messaged them a few times and you don't really have a reason to message them again, and you're not sure what to say, that's what I call the ick factor. If it feels wrong, don't do it. If you want someone to do it to you or message you again, or just wait. You know, like the right natural thing will come around where you message them again. And sometimes it's not on our timeline. I've had people sign up after a year. But it's always when it's best for them, and that's better for you in the long run. Okay, get comfortable with hearing no. Okay, it's not personal. It's not about you. It's about the crappy week they had. It's about the extra projects that got put on their plate at work. They secretly probably want to do it. They're probably wondering how the heck you balance it with the rest of your life. She'll probably be back when the time is right. So you have to fall in love with the process of asking about repping and telling them about your business and how much you love it and all of that, and detach yourself from the results. Like, I do not go back to messages and see if they've read it. If I do eventually, but I don't let myself for a while, because then I'm like, ugh, like it kind of hurts you a little, right? And then if they say no, you're like, well, okay, I don't want to ask anyone else. That didn't feel good. So detach yourself from those results. So this graphic over here shows a beginner trying twice out of 6 times, and then a master who's tried 3 times as much, failed a bunch. The master has failed more than beginner has even tried. Okay, so the more you do it, yeah, you're going to fail a lot more, but you're going to start succeeding too. All right, sponsor expectations. So if you are sponsoring somebody, this is stuff you can learn later, and maybe we have another call on it later, but your sponsor can help you onboard your first person. But when you're on that call with your new rep, talk about expectations and what you can help with. I think a lot of sponsors don't want to bug their new gals, but they signed on with you for a reason. They resonated with you for a reason, and they need you to show up, right? Handhold them in the beginning. Go above and beyond for that. We do have resources, and I can help you with that later. We have a Connect team onboarding. We have stuff in our boards app. But talk to them about what they want and how accountable they want to be held to this, because that's what you're there for. And be that support, that check-in, and help them out throughout the month. Let them know how close they are to the next commissions. Let them know, hey, have you booked a party? How about we do 10 asks together today? Things like that. You're there to support them, check in, and help them. 60% of people hit their goals when they're held accountable by another person. That's pretty darn good. So whether that accountability person is your sponsor or a sideline, it's a really good thing to have somebody you're saying, hey, I have not asked anybody in 3 weeks. I'm going to go do that tonight, and I'm not going to bed till I have 20, and I'm going to message you when I'm done. Okay. And you're not bothering them. If you have somebody that eventually decides that it's not for them, or they're just not doing anything, I would rather be able to go to my messages and say I checked in on them and I messaged them consistently than to feel like I didn't show up as a sponsor. Then I know I did my part and it just wasn't for them, or they weren't willing to put in the time. Okay. This here. I define a leader as anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and the courage to help develop that potential. So the person you sign up now is not maybe the person that's going to be that unicorn, but guys, like simple things that you might think of as a rep over doing it so long is not things that new reps will think of. So make sure you're doing those check-ins and helping them micromanage that launch party and membership questions and just the little things that we know that they probably don't. Okay, I'm going to shout out somebody that has a story lately about this. A girl on our team, she's on this call. Sorry, Shalene, I'm shouting you out. She started in the beginning and really wanted to grow a team. And then she asked some people, it didn't quite work out. And she kind of was like, I'm done with this. And then recently went to Mini Summit and got that fire back. She's already enrolled somebody. She's talking to someone new. So guys, just because a year ago it didn't work, or you tried hard in the beginning and got told no, that's not your story. That's not your story. You choose it every freaking day when you get up to work your business or not. So this is one of my favorite quotes. If the only opinion that mattered was your own, where would you be? That's kind of crazy, because how many times do we do or not do something in our lives because of the people around us? And this one, girl, I dare you to go all in and bet on yourself. So if you believe in Zaya and if you believe in this company, go out there and ask. Just keep it simple, send an audio and ask those people. They may not be ready, but it'll start the conversations. Okay, resources. So I will share out this PowerPoint, but we have a Zaya Tribe board, and I don't know if everyone's that familiar with it, but you should be using it. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on a desktop. This has so much information, starting with onboarding new reps, quick help videos, parties, different kinds, tons of different kinds of parties, okay? How to do follow-ups, what to do in your VIP group. But tonight, these are the two I'm talking about, sharing the opportunity. There's great trainings in here, objections, graphics to share, more trainings. Our Discover Zaya Advantage group that you can go to and add reps to, and they can kind of scroll and look at information that you haven't shared with them. And then building a team. So this is where you can go for, I do have a video on ranking if you need to watch it slow down again. And then ranking and trackers. So this is where you can go and be like, okay, I'm going for a junior rep this month. I need the junior rep tracker. You can print this out, write on it. It's available to you to kind of like track your goals throughout the month. Okay. And then, so I shared those, the Discover Zaya groups. There's 2 groups on Facebook that you can add reps to, and there's information. One is our team group. The Connect team group here is the Discover the Zaya Advantage. The second one, Become a Rep with Zaya, is done by Natalie Robeson. They both have great information. See which one you like the best and add potential reps there and say, hey, I'm going to add you to this group. I know you're busy, but there's a live in here. I'll send you the link to it, and when I'll follow up with you in 2 days. Or scroll through. I'll follow up with you in 2 days with any questions. Just something to give them a deadline, but also like asking permission and keeping it on their timeline. Podcasts. I get so much information from podcasts, guys. Bob Heilig and Kristen Boss are a couple I like. So if I'm getting in the car or if I'm on a walk, I'll pop one of those in and pick a random one. I have a lot of training ones in our boards app as well under personal development. But then also in our back office under company files. Yes, we have a podcast option now with Zaya, but before that we had all of these training videos in there under, it's called New Rep Trainings, and there's so many in there. If you want help on parties, hostesses, building a team, go in there and watch those as well. The more you're doing those things, the easier it's going to come, but there is a thing of overtraining, guys. If you're always training, you're not actually doing the work. So be smart about how much personal development you're doing and how much you're actually getting out there and doing those income producing activities. All right. So last, now what? So you can't just wish for your business to mysteriously grow. There are no magic beans here. You can't just hope that somehow you get a rock star on your team out of the blue. They don't fall out of the sky. You have to do. That is what it boils down to. You have to do again and do again. The people who are doing are the ones that will succeed. Their consistency becomes a lifestyle, and eventually their lifestyle produces solid results. Okay, so go practice, just go ask. And if I'm gonna post this first, and then we can kind of talk from there what accountability you guys want, future calls, or just using the chat. Or if you guys have ideas for future calls, I'd love for you to stick them in that junior rep, senior rep chat. And we can go from there, because I know there's a lot of things that newer reps or reps that we just haven't done these trainings for a while. So go ask her, go book a party and ask that person if they want to make it a launch. Okay. Questions. Does anybody have any questions for me? Let me look at the chat too. Nope, no questions. and that's okay. I don't want to take your time if you don't have any questions. I will make sure to share this out right away so other gals can watch it. And if you guys think of anything, maybe just use that chat and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Savannah.
Talk to you later.